to me, what's really missing is this notion of understanding the quality of data. Though the quality of data is really kind of, very foundational but strategic at the same time, because without that, how are you going to get from point A to point B? How are you going to do the analytics that at the end of the day is going to tell you what it is that you're really looking at, right? So my feeling is that, the industry as a whole has kind of, missed this, very important kind of, starting and foundational strategic piece of, being able to kind of get a handle on the governance and management of information for more important kind of downstream societal types of impacts that businesses are trying to have an impact on kind of the world at large. And when I think about all of this kind of stuff, I think that it's so absolutely critical that the businesses think about this notion of normalizing data before you kind of get to this point of applying some level kind of analytics around it. Because what good is the analytics that you are applying around your data and your content if you don't understand what you're looking at in the first place? So I always kind of compare this to kind of how human beings kind of think about what is their blind spots and how do they overcome those blind spots, right? They often do that through analysis and creativity and visualization, right? It's in concert, all of those things kind of coming together. And really what needs to happen is the same thing as it relates to data. So data is, really kind of requires more discipline, and without the discipline and without kind of understanding kind of data at its essence, this normalization of data, you can't extract the relevant data. You can't understand what it is you're learning from, and that'll actually take you to that next level. And so I'll just leave you with this: without this notion of being able to normalize data, without this notion of being able to kind of understand what it is that you're looking at as it relates to a human being or a data set, right? You're not going to be able to, be in compliance. You're not going to be able to align to your business policies and to the regulations in the industry. So keep that in mind. And to me, it's really about the data that we create today, the data that we create now, the content that we create now, ultimately is going to have a direct impact on how machine processable that data will be in the future.